Tomorrow night's 48 Hours hits close to home for us here at CBS. Jody Huisentruit was an anchor at a CBS affiliate in Iowa whose star was on the rise when she disappeared on her way to work 23 years ago.
Her body was never found. What happened to her remains a mystery. Jim Axelrod has new information about the investigation and about a man who remains on police radar all these years later.
You are watching News Channel 3 Daybreak. The time is 6 o'clock, 64 degrees, some light showers falling in North Iowa.
This was the last viewers saw of Jody Huisentruit before the popular Mason City, Iowa anchor vanished on June 27, 1995.
If she's not there between 3:30 and 4, I give her a call, say, hey, are you awake?
Producer Amy Coons knew something was very wrong when Jody failed to show up for her 6 a.m. newscast at KIMT TV. When police arrived at Jody's apartment complex, they discovered evidence of an abduction.
There were, in fact, a pair of shoes, some keys, a hairdryer, and some other items that were found in the parking lot in the vicinity of her car.
Good Thursday morning. Welcome to Daybreak, June.
Jody's bubbly personality had won over her viewers.
Thinking, way to go, Kevin.
Could it have also made her the target of a stalker? Jody's sister, Joanne Nathy, says Jody reported an incident months earlier.
She got shook up one day when she was out hiking or jogging on a trail and a black truck had followed her.
But the investigation also included people Jody knew. And one friend of hers, John Van Cise, put himself on police radar by declaring he'd been the last person to see Jody alive.
She was like a daughter to me. She was just like my own child. I treat her like my own child.
Back in 1995, 48 Hours was on the ground in Mason City within days of Jody's disappearance. And we spent time with Van Cise.
Honestly, she's alive somewhere. I just hope she's not hurt. I hope she's okay. I hope she can come back soon.
Van Cise denies involvement in Jody's disappearance. Police have not called him a suspect and confirm he passed a polygraph. But in 2017, police obtained a search warrant for GPS information on 2 of his vehicles.
Hi, John. My name's Jim Axelrod. I'm with the CBS News broadcast 48 Hours.
Whatever information Mason City Police may have on anyone, Chief Jeff Brinkley isn't sharing.
Why won't you talk about any specifics in this case?
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. I think that we still...
Cat in the bag? Do you have
Not
something?
completely. No. I don't think we do yet. But I think that we're very close.
So does that mean we're talking about weeks, months?
I don't think it's fast.
It's not fast.
I don't think it's fast.
Jim Axelrod is here with us now. Jim, so this was the last viewers saw of Jody before she was gone. You mentioned a stalker.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else the police is looking for?
So John Van Cise is not the only person of interest over the last 23 years. There was a guy named Tony Jackson who lived in Minneapolis in the late 90s, convicted of a string of rapes. In 1995, June of 95, Tony Jackson wasn't living in Minneapolis. He was living in Mason City, Iowa, 2 blocks from the TV station.
Whoa.
Wow.
But let's go back to John Van Cise, who treated her like a daughter.
Well, let me tell you something.
What's the nature of their relationship?
Her friends, her closest friends, will tell you John Van Cise didn't treat her like a daughter. He wanted to date her. Mm-hmm. And so there's some questions, always has been. 48 Hours was out there 23 years ago, took a lot of video for a story that never aired because the case sort of petered out. For the first time, we'll get a look at John Van Cise.
Wow, but that must be fascinating to be able to compare the video from that then and now.
Yeah, it makes for a very rich hour of TV, that's for sure.
Looking forward to seeing this report. Jim Axelrod, thank you so much for stopping by and sharing it with us. You can watch the full 48 Hours report, Find Jody, tomorrow night at 10, 9 Central. It's part of a double feature starting at 9 p.m. on CBS.